Hello everyone. So from today, I've decided to make a vlog while I am making a web service because it's been a while that I didn't do anything after I finished my personal portfolio here. But then it was 7 months ago. So I did renewal my personal portfolio 7 months ago, and this is my personal portfolio site that I renewed. And while I was doing the work, I made a recording for the process. And thanks to me for the decision that I made at the time, at the moment when I was looking at my portfolio, I couldn't remember at anything at all how I did build my portfolio. So thanks to me, as I leave some history for building this website, I can rewatch, I can refresh my memory to recall what I did to build this website. So for example, what database I used, what framework I used, and what's the reason why I decided to use that, something like that, and how I deploy the service to the website and what domain services I'm using. So all the history, I didn't leave any document for me, but I have these recordings. So I also decided to leave some recording at this moment to share my information, and also I'm keen to sharing my process and my development to anyone who I can help with, because I am a developer. I'm a software engineer for 15 years, but I don't have any experience of developing with some help with AI except ChatGPT. So I am searching a lot of information in ChatGPT nowadays, and I'm almost using the service as my personal assistant. But a part of that, I didn't include that AI to my coding or any practical example. And this time, nowadays, I am involving some volunteer activities, and today I find some room to be improved. If I knew there were not enough people to help the activity, I would have come there much earlier so I can help people. But I didn't know because sometimes there are too many people in small room. So if I go too much early, I'm just blocking them and taking the space. So usually I go 30 minutes after the volunteer work starts. But today I found that there are lack of people, so I had to help them. So this is the background of this service, background idea of this service. So I'm thinking to make a prototype to help how to schedule the volunteer work for people. So anyone can come at the time. They can check in their name, so anyone can see how many people will come, so they can decide to come earlier or not, especially for me, because I'm helping them as an extra hands. So I was thinking this could be a good idea and good chance to introduce and try the development with ChatGPT's or any AI tools help. So I've decided quite instantly. I didn't plan at all. I just planned to start the recording right now. and share my process with this journey. So that's why you can see Korean, which is my native language here, because at the beginning I didn't ask in English, but as soon as I start and develop this idea, I think it's just good to start. So I asked Claude. I'm now trying Claude because I have been using ChatGPT only from 2021 or 2022, but now I want to try another agent to help me. And then I've heard so many good review of this service, Claude. So this is my first question, first prompt with this service. So today morning, I just signed up in this service, and I asked to the service, how can I start to building this web service for free? And I have now a domain prepared, and the web service will I'm thinking to React or Next for the web framework, but if you have any other idea, please recommend. And for the database, I'm not going to use complicated feature, so I'm okay to use file system to save the information, but I need to care about the security. And this service is not public. This is internal service, so I'm not going to provide the sign-up feature now. I'm going to add people by myself. So this is the requirement, and then this is my question to Claude. And Claude answered me, he or she, it recommended me this Vercel, Netlify, Firebase hosting, and GitHub Pages for hosting. And for the web framework, it says Next.js and React could be a good choice, but also it recommends me Remix and Vite and SvelteKit, which I never heard. And also for the security, it recommends Firebase authentication and Nextauth.js for Next.js library, and also the JWT token implemented by myself. And for the database, it recommends SQLite and Supabase and Firebase. And for the user management, it recommends me to implement the admin page and also invitation system to join the people. And after I read the answer, I had a question. So is it possible to use SQLite on GitHub pages? Because I have experience of two. But the answer says GitHub pages doesn't supply GitHub pages doesn't support SQLite, so it gave me another recommendations. First is the client side, and the second is external database. But for me, the client side database quite not meet my requirement, and also I don't have enough experience to fully trust this client side database. So I'm keen to use this external database service. And my next question is it possible to save file when I'm using the GitHub pages as a hosting? And as the answer is it's not possible, the GitHub pages does not allow you to save the file. So it recommends the similar thing like the answer above. So I decided to consider this free service, the MongoDB Atlas. because it says it supports the free tier, and I'm asking about the details of this MongoDB Mongo database Atlas free tier, and it answers me the specifications for this free tier, and it quite meets my requirement. So I'm asking now. I made a decision based on its answer. I'm going to use GitHub Pages as a hosting service, and I'm going to use the MongoDB Atlas free tier for the database, and I'm going to use Next.js as a web service framework. And I'm asking how can I get AI support to build this web service with quickest and fastest way? And then the answer is quite ambiguous here. So at this moment, I decided to use another AI service I have been told, which is Cursor. Cursor is I never tried, so I only get the information from the web now. So this is basically an editor which helps your coding. So there's not much information I can share with you. I've just signed up to the service to use this tool. So for now, I'm ready to start. I have my idea, but instead of sharing my ideas and plans, from the further videos, I'm going to share how I am going and how I'm approaching to build a website with help, with AI tools help. And I learned that the recording helps me a lot, and my next plan is renew again this website to how can I say so for now this website is just a quick fix, because before I have been using the AWS hosting, which is a little bit expensive for me. So this was a quick fix to host my personal web page with minimum cost. So for now, I'm only paying 0.53 something, so it's about 50 cents in euro per month only for the hosting. So there was a plan to improve my personal portfolio with record the progress as well in English, but I think this project will be fun, and it could be a good starting point to experience AI for coding. So this is it for this video. Please bear with me. My English is not enough. But I will be practicing with the progression. And I hope that I can show you the result of my idea, and what problems and what issues I will be facing, and how approach I will be choose to walk around any hurdles I meet, and also I will show how much the AI support can power my software development. Thank you for watching today, and I hope to see you soon with the next video. Bye.